So, Sam, you are making history for the Jackets this season and really making a name for yourself around Billings. Maybe give us an insight of the process it took to get where you're at now athletically. For instance, is the team doing anything different than it has been in past years?
Yeah, actually, in past years, a lot of the focus was on longer sprints and kind of more endurance training, but recently, like this year and last year, we've been a lot more focused on actual acceleration training. So basically getting from 0 to 30 as fast as possible. So we put a lot of focus on that. And I think that's made a big difference for the sprinters and even the jumpers or any other power athlete, really.
At the Montana State University Open on January 13th, Sam turned heads by simultaneously breaking a school record and posting the 8th fastest 60-meter time in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference history.
I knew coming into the meet I was going to have a lot of good competition. We had University of Montana, Montana State, Carroll College up there, and they all have really good sprinters that they produced. And so I knew that coming into it that I would have a lot of competition. So I just tried to keep my head on and not really worry about that, especially, and kind of trust the process, that all the workouts that I've been doing, and remain confident. And then when I saw that time, I was pretty happy.
So did it kind of rebuild your confidence after the first meet when you went to MSU and you were able to break that record to then again break it again at Air Force? Maybe you can explain to us just the amount of confidence that you gained through that.
It feels really good just getting to compete against those Division I guys in Montana State, and down in Colorado we had BYU, Air Force, Colorado, some other big schools down there. So it was really good being able to advance through prelims and semifinals to place and know that I can run on their level. So I think that really helped my confidence, and now that I'm sitting second in the conference, I should be able to do good things.
With your time being second in the conference right now, can we assume that a podium spot is in the picture?
Yes, I do think it's very possible. Right now I'm sitting second, but I've been making solid improvements throughout the weeks and steadily increasing and increasing. So with the training that we've been doing, the last couple of weeks have been really heavy, a lot of load. So once we get closer and closer to conference, I think once we start lightening that load up and tapering a little bit, I'll start performing even better.
Zook's road into contention for a top spot in the GNAC isn't one without adversity, as he has faced a multitude of injuries throughout his collegiate career. Undeterred by missing significant time his first 2 seasons, Zook remained motivated to perform at his peak even while sidelined.
My freshman and sophomore years, I've been really injury prone, it seems. My freshman year, I was running pretty well, and then running an indoor 200 meters, I tore my hamstring, and I was out for about 8 months until I could fully sprint again. So that was really difficult on me because I wanted to run more than anything. So, but I think throughout these injuries, it's made me stronger. It's made me want to compete more. And actually, earlier this year, I had a little tear in my MCL. And at first, that was super difficult to me because I thought that it was going to end my season. But my body healed up really well, and I overcame that injury pretty fast. And honestly, ever since I've done that, I kind of said in my head that I can't have any more bad practices. Like, I want to remain focused and do everything I can to run fast and just stay away from injuries and do everything in my power.
Zook explained his mindset going into a meet, from the early stages of preparation to the moments leading up to the starting gun being fired.
For me, before I'm starting a race, my nerves go crazy. Just looking around at all the competition, sometimes it can be intimidating, but what I've found out works the best is just to stay focused and not really let anyone else bother you, and just kind of trust the training that you've done. And I don't know, I love the environment. It's awesome.
Out of indoor and outdoor, what would you say your favorite race is?
I'd have to say the outdoor 200 is probably my favorite race. Indoor 200 is a little bit different. It has 2 curves rather than just one in outdoor. So the corners are a little bit tighter in indoor, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to run fast times indoor. But generally, I would say that's my favorite race. I'm pretty good at running the corner.
2 more indoor meets await Zook prior to the 2017 GNAC Indoor Championships in Nampa, Idaho. And the third-year sprinter will look to shave even more time off his historic pace on the track. Having already tackled the school record in the 60-meter dash, Zook will shift his focus towards the current MSUB record of 22:65 at the 200-meter distance. While he leads by example through his unprecedented speed on the track, Zook also recognizes the importance of being a role model for MSUB's talented young runners.
I would say trust the process and not to get discouraged by the older guys, because there's a lot of fast guys in this conference, and it can be discouraging for some people if they're not right up there at the top right away. I mean, looking back at my freshman year, I opened up in the 60 running 7.2 something, and I've dropped 0.3 of a second off of that now. And it just kind of goes to show that if you put the work in, you can definitely be up there. So I think people just need to stay confident and keep working hard.
While Zook has his sights set on some hardware at this month's indoor conference meet, the Casper native is already looking forward to continuing his high level of performance in the fast-approaching outdoor season. Holding personal best marks of 10.84 in the 100-meter dash and 22.09 in the 200-meter race, if Zook can replicate or better those times, he'll move his name to the top of the school record books in 2 more categories.
Throughout the rest of indoor, I want to bring back a conference title in the 60. I may or may not run the 200. We'll just have to wait and see, basically. Right now, I'm within 1/10 of a second of being top 16 in Division II right now. So if I can shave off some time in that, I think I'll be able to go to nationals, and I think that's very doable. So that's my main goal for indoor. And then getting into outdoor, I think both of the school records, the 100 and the 200, are in range. I think the provisional mark is 10.61 for nationals, so I think I can definitely get under that mark and shoot for nationals and shoot for another conference title or 2.